We have nearly 3.5 hours. I was given 270 minutes, and we have 60 minutes shortage, but we'll do the best in available time. That's what all matters. For the next 3 or 3.5 hours, as much you decide, I belong to you. Before we start into all these things, dedicated to every Indian who has made this country great and makes it great and will make it great. It's a dedication to all of you. Whatever narration the information desk made about me, it doesn't matter. What matters is how I am useful to you in the next 4 hours or beyond. This is what all matters. So your benefits in the next 4.5 hours, it's very clear. You need to have the confidence, the clarity, and if possible and if needed, the psychological and technical know-how support after this. So I have very clear plans for you, so that if any one of you who is technically qualified to do parasurgicals as an intern or final year, anyone, can do it the very next day. And what you're going to have here, have clear objectives. So I have clear objectives for you. If I go to any college to be invited, I tell them, give me one chance and that's my last chance. I don't have a second chance with anyone in my life. And hence, whatever I know will be shared. Let's put that all, which may not be enough. Sometimes it will be enough for you also. And if about 75% of this audience is empowered to start what is learned or relearned here, it will be fantastic. And I really wish that the Ayurvedic community should be Vaidya centered. Things must revolve around the doctor. You know, in allopathic system, it is a big hospitals who have a bigger say. Even if it's somebody is a big doctor, he has to be under a hospital most of the times, if not always. But in our system, it's the individual who runs the show. So we need that empowerment, and it is possible. The last point, I really hope in long term, we have 941 Grama Panchayats, and if about 10,000 doctors can start doing it in different times, it will be fantastic. So the action plan I had for you, objected by the rains and whatnot, was to have 8 different PowerPoints topics. We have nothing to rush about. We have sufficient material in the website. If you register in that, if we miss something, you have it there for sure. So it's very easy. And demos, if possible, as much. Now some serious questions, because I know this audience is a mixture of first, second, third, fourth year, final year, like an internees and like that. So I could not make a very serious only academic presentation. Like Shringa or Siraveda doesn't have much of role for somebody in the first or second year. It's more towards the clinical and such. So I had to make the presentation in such a manner that we are engaged. Otherwise it's difficult to run the whole show. You know, when Dr. Harishankar asked me to make 2 hours presentations, I said nothing doing. Usually I go somewhere one time, last time for 6 hours. So I have the material for 3 cinemas back to back. Nobody watches 2 cinemas back to back, but 4.5 hours is nearly 2 cinemas back to back. So hence we have to be making very sure that some slides are skipped for obvious reasons. But if you register in the website, it's a totally free website. I put all my knowledge I have gathered in the last 20 years in one website. It's all yours. So you have to bear with me with the speed for the realities we face now. So simple question, what is your worth in the society? This question is not to be asked when you have passed your final year exam or when you're going to be completing your internship. This is from the beginning of first year. I did not ask myself. I really hope somebody can start asking himself or herself. And where do you see yourself after 1,000 days or 3 years later? Because second year you start thinking of the profession, or third year. So 1,000 days from here, where do you dream yourself of? And what professional or personal gains you would like to have? You know, political parties start fighting for the next Lok Sabha election 4 years in advance. That's what they do. So no, we should at least think, 3 years in ahead. Then you make your plans. And how much do you think you should be earning per hour? Mind you, I'm not talking about per month. We are not interested in monthly salaries. We are interested in hourly salaries or hourly incomes. And why I say that, we will have some reasons for that next.